little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst one-hit wonders.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
For this list, we'll be looking at our least favorite one-off singles that leave a bad taste in our mouths. These artists are primarily known for just one song that many people would rather not hear again. Did we forget about one of the most unappealing one-hit wonders ever? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Rico Suave, Gerardo. Ecuadorian-American singer Gerardo is all swagger in the Latin hip-hop single Rico Suave. The musical piece reached number 7 on the Hot 100 and had a brief impact on pop culture, but it never mounted to much more than shallow braggadocio. One positive thing you can say about the song is that it gave people a chance to make parodies of the singer's persona.
There's not a woman that can handle a man like me, that's why I juggle 2 or 3.
Without his leather jacket or toned physique, the artist doesn't have any other tricks to amplify this track. This hit and the accompanying album Mo Ritmo are really the only notable aspects of his discography.
Rico Suave.
Number 9. Star Trekkin, The Firm. Even if you do love Star Trek, The Firm's novelty song might be too corny for any listener to thoroughly enjoy.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, Jim.
In the 80s, a group of fans produced the inspiration for The Firm's track in the style of a barroom sing-along. Including several catchphrases from the original series, the repetitive lyrics proved to be as welcoming as a dentist drill.
Peace, shoot to kill, man.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim.
They also include a number of character impressions like Bones and Spock that provide some amount of entertainment. Not long before the release of The Next Generation, this song hit the top of the UK singles chart on the cusp of another Trekkie renaissance. This production boldly goes where no song went before, and in this case, that might be a bad thing. Number 8. The Ketchup Song, Acereje, Las Ketchup. This international hit sold millions on the back of its catchiness. In both its original Spanish and Spanglish versions, this track makes no attempt to be anything more than a vehicle for dance. The chorus harkens back to the Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight in a set of gibberish lyrics. For most listeners, this is the part where they either embrace the number or immediately shut it off. The single tries to follow in the footsteps of other dance songs like the Electric Slide or Macarena, but it struggles to be as memorable. Las Ketchup tried to come back with another album and a stab at Eurovision, but neither carried the same success as this production. Number 7. Turning Japanese, The Vapors. At the start of the 1980s, The Vapors made a big splash with turning Japanese.
I got your picture of me and you.
The use of the stereotypical musical motif feels dated at a minimum. Other than a decent guitar hook, the entire production builds to a chorus that wears thin after a few listens.
I got your picture, I'd like $1 million of your aura myself.
The Vapors intended the title phrase to have a more symbolic meaning, but that hasn't stopped it from raising eyebrows over the years. The music video also doesn't do the track any favors, as it leans into a more literal translation of the lyrics. Without another significant release, the group remains a one-hit wonder from a decade full of one-off rock. Number 6. The Fox. What Does the Fox Say? Ylvis. Norwegian comedy duo Ylvis put out a goofy song that became an unexpected viral hit.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak.
While they mostly meant to release it as a joke, the main premise about the fox saying absurd things definitely overstays its welcome. There's only so many times the main premise makes you laugh before you can't take it anymore.
But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
With the Fox, What Does the Fox Say? Ylvis went well beyond YouTube stardom to even place high on several musical charts around the world. The pop piece goes for huge laughs and ends up becoming a bit one note in the end. Number 5. Blurred Lines. Robin Thicke featuring T.I. and Pharrell Williams. Blurred Lines was a high point for Robin Thicke's career, but also possibly his downfall.
Okay, now he was close. Try to domesticate you.
Getting some help from T.I. and superstar producer Pharrell Williams, the singer crafted a track that was consumed by controversy. Thicke's suggestive lyrics take questionable turns in their discussion of women with concerning metaphors.
Just let me liberate you. You don't need no papers. That man is not your maker.
Even if you gave the artist the benefit of the doubt, the music video only furthered the bad press as it objectified its models in both the clothed and unclothed version. This doesn't even count the copyright case brought against the song accusing the authors of appropriating Marvin Gaye. Taking all of this into account, the otherwise catchy hit continues to give off bad vibes all these years later. Number 4. Teach Me How to Dougie. Cali Swag District. The hip-hop collective known as Cali Swag District came onto the scene in 2010 with their hit Teach Me How to Dougie.
Baby, like smooth. What? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all the girls love me.
While it clearly made an impact on the Billboard charts, the song was not necessarily lyrically or musically sophisticated. Defenders of the single would say that it's just another fun way to get people to learn a whole new dance.
I make the party shine bright when it started gloomy. This beat was bubble gum, so I had to chew it.
This might be true, but the overall production doesn't have much staying power beyond its initial release. Some people might not even remember the Dougie, which doesn't help this track's legacy either. Their follow-ups couldn't gain the same hype as their debut, making this particular release their one imperfect and defining statement.
Taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck.
Number 3. Laffy Taffy. D. Pharrell. D. Pharrell isn't well remembered for their own name, but they do have the number 1 hit, Laffy Taffy.
I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. I'm Mr. Chico Stick.
The snap genre track infuses a digital backbeat that'd feel more suitable in an old Nintendo game than in a rap song. Most of their laughable verses follow the same thread comparing women to candy, with the title being just one of them.
It's the summertime, but your Laffy Taffy got me get low, get low.
Laffy Taffy has that all-style, no-substance attitude that represents the worst of 2000s era hip-hop. Beyond its status as a definitive earworm, the production fades faster than the sugary treats that get name-dropped in the lyrics.
Shake that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy, shake that Laffy Taffy, shake that Laffy Taffy.
Number 2. Disco Duck. Rick Dees and his cast of idiots. For anybody having second thoughts about disco, Disco Duck certainly won't help sell you on the genre.
Went to a party the other night. All the ladies would treat me right.
Radio DJ Rick Dees helped create this homage to an earlier 60s song with the addition of cartoon duck voices. The fact that this became a significant presence on the Billboard charts calls into question the musical tastes of those in the 70s who let it top the Hot 100.
When the music stopped, I returned to my seat. But there's no stopping a duck in his beat.
If you think Donald Duck and disco don't make a good team, you're both correct and going to want to avoid this single. The strange track functions well as a parody, but its novelty status doesn't quite justify its existence. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Friday. Rebecca Black. Rebecca Black has had no shortage of online criticism for this particular viral hit. While some of the comments went overboard, it's still undeniable that Friday is a musical train wreck from start to finish.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs.
Black might have been an inexperienced teenage singer, but she doesn't have any writing credit for the awful lyrics. The majority of the track comes off like an adult desperately trying to write a relatable song for kids.
Fun, 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 looking forward to the weekend. 7:45, we're driving on the highway, cruising so fast, I want time to fly.
If that wasn't enough, there's a rap verse that almost derails an already shaky product.
Tick tock, wanna stream. Check my time, it's Friday, it's a weekend. We gonna have fun, come on, y'all.
Friday inspired plenty of songwriters to feel much better about themselves after achieving fame for all the wrong reasons. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.